Welcome back, everyone. JAYBONE here for Smash This Podcast. You know what? Let's change this real quick. There we go. That's better. There. Now it's all copacetic. All right. All right. It is a Friday night. There we go. Now we're really rolling. We got the ticker going. All the colors are lined up. Just gorgeous. Hell yeah. Put a little do not disturb on the Discord. That way it's not beeping in my ear every 2 seconds. All right. How's everyone doing tonight? As we get into this, just want to remind you folks to smash that like button. Wow. Screwing up my own gimmick already. Must be late on a Friday night. Smash that like button. Smash that sub button. Ring that bell for notifications. If you're over on Team Twitch, I've noticed a few people resubbed recently, and I apologize. I usually try to catch that stuff live. But if you did recently resub on Twitch, thank you. No matter where the love is coming from, it's all appreciated. It's always appreciated. But just want to remind everyone, if you want to support the show a little more, you can tip one of your favorite podcasts as well. You can cheer bits, you can sub, you can gift subs. Thank you for everyone that helped out with gifting subs during September, because we're in October now. You can also do super chat and super stickers on the old YouTube. It's a great way to help the show grow. There is also a merch link in the description below. Get yourself some fresh Smash This Podcast gear. Hey, and if you want to buy TNI merch instead, they actually have a sale going on through tomorrow. Free shipping. Not a bad deal. So, a lot of new logos, hot off the press, a lot of new artwork. Very proud of. So, very excited about that. All right, let's jump into some stuff here tonight. We're going to talk about AEW Rampage. I'm loving the 1 hour. I really am. I mean, I'm so used to like 2 hours of this and 2 hours of that, but I'm loving the 1 hour. It's quick. It reminds me of when I used to watch MLW, got in and out real quick. And thank you, Bell's Boy. Bell's Boy here says AEW Rampage review starring the most professional podcaster opinionator on the web today, J to the Bizone. J to the Bizone. Burka, what? Thank you, Bell's Boy. Much love, brother. We're also going to talk about some the final card and a preview of the Knockdown, which is airing tomorrow, which I'll be covering. Not sure who's going to join me, but and I don't know if we're going to do watch along. It kind of depends on how my day goes. I'm honestly really it's as much as I do sometimes, and then as little as I do sometimes. I'm still burnt out. There's just a lot of stuff going on physically, mentally with me right now. So I may skip the watch along this time. Doesn't mean I don't love the knockouts. I'm still gonna watch them and I'm still gonna review them. We'll see how I'm feeling. If I'm feeling amped up and I'm ready to go, I'll set it up last minute. Then anybody can jump in with me and watch with me from the team or whatnot. We'll see. We'll see. No promises, but we will absolutely have a review of Knockouts Knockdown. So, hey, Courtney, what's up? Good to see you here. Courtney's always supporting the brand, whether it's Smash This Podcast or TNI. It's all, excuse me, it's all very much appreciated. All right. So let's, yes, Charles, next week is going to be absolutely nuts. They announced so much stuff for like the next couple of weeks because what's going on with Dynamite and Rampage? They're flip-flopped because one's on a Saturday, but Rampage is still on a Friday. So you got 2 days of AEW back-to-back, and they announced a bunch of stuff, but it went by so fast. So the next show is actually going to be Rampage, followed by that week's Dynamite. And it's going to be live. It's going to be one of those rare live Saturday night ones, which is cool. It's fine. I think they had to move some stuff around because of the playoffs, I believe. Oh, NHL. I was thinking it was like baseball. I'm not a hockey guy. I'm sorry. All right. So thank you, Charles. NHL. All right. Hockey. Gotcha. I know they announced, I know I'm jumping ahead of myself here. I know they announced CM Punk for Rampage. And then I think they announced another Bryan Danielson match for the following day on Dynamite. And then they're starting some kind of big tournament to see who's going to be the number one contender at Full Gear. Now, that confused the hell out of me. Are they talking about Kenny's title? Or are they talking about some other title? Because Excalibur went through so many things. I didn't write any of it down. I just saw like all these flashes of light and, got confused. So I was just nodding my head like, yeah, it all sounds great. Wait, what the hell was that? If it's for Kenny's title, I'm really confused because I thought that we were automatically going to be getting Hangman Adam Page versus Kenny Omega. Oh, Charles, thank you. Yeah, that's what it was. Thank you. They announced it so fast I missed it. So Punk versus Seidel week from tonight on Rampage. Bryan Danielson versus Bobby Fish the next night on Dynamite. Jiminy Christmas. Wow. Talk about an instant classic. Now, I'm going to have to do a little research. I know some of these guys go way back to the early 2000s for Ring of Honor. 2003, 2004, 2005-ish. I know Bobby Fish has been wrestling for a long time, but I'm not sure if Bryan Danielson ever faced Bobby Fish in Ring of Honor or anywhere else for that matter. I'm going to have to check that out. That might be a first. If it is, oh my God. All these, I mean, they are spoiling the hell out of us. I mean, they're trying to get viewers. They're trying to compete. They're trying to draw wrestling fans. They're trying to pull them out of the woodwork, like, hey, where's all the wrestling fans at? We know you're around here somewhere. Come back to wrestling. All 20 million of you guys that were around in the Attitude Era, come back. No, no, that's never happening. I shouldn't say never, just the chances are very unlikely. You know, it's people come and go. The finals are at the finals of that tournament are at Full Gear. Oh, all right. Interesting. Okay. Okay, so CM Punk versus Seidel, Ruby Soho versus the Bunny, and they said that may have an effect on what happens at the beginning of the year with the TBS title when Dynamite switches channels. Inner Circle versus Men of the Year and Junior Del Santos at Rampage from Miami. Okay, so they're confirming that one because the challenge was laid out. Okay. Man, it's just some loaded weeks coming up. Like, even if you're not big on the MMA inclusion of stuff in AEW, God, there's the rest of it sounds pretty awesome. and like I said, with this inclusion of a new title on for the women, I'm really hoping that this prompts more attention to the women. They deserve it. Start doing either more promos or more matches. Now, like, I know tonight's match was a squash match, but that's part of them building Jade as a powerhouse badass. It's heel heat, it's also, I think it's also protecting her. But great to see Skye Blue. I'm getting ahead of myself here. All right. So let's rewind here. Let's start at the beginning with CM Punk versus Daniel Garcia. Man, this kid is good. Jiminy Christmas. I mean, seriously. He's 23 and 2.0, which I'm really starting to dig 2.0. It almost makes me wish I watched NXT, because I feel like, wow, if these guys were all over NXT, then again, I really don't know how much they were actually featured on there, but I know their name was there. I did hear it. I'd hear stuff about Everrise and how good they were. But it's, it takes a complete package nowadays to really get me invested in a brand. Like, for a while, I was like, well, I'm just going to watch for this guy and I'm going to watch for that guy. That did not last very long. No, did not. And I found out that 2.0, these guys have a brand new YouTube channel. And I sub to it. I haven't checked it out yet, but they do a few shows a week doing talking about wrestling and other stuff, I guess. So I'll check it out. I love their promos. They're very charismatic. And from what I'm seeing in the ring, I mean, God, hey, they know how to take a beating. And you got to know how to take a beating to be good in wrestling, because you got to learn how to lose before you win. Isn't that how the saying goes, or something like that? You got to learn to walk before you run. And I don't know, is that a song or something? I don't know. But CM Punk, and no, I'm not getting tired of this. What are they calling this? This love fest with CM Punk. Not getting tired of it. I'm not. I'm loving this. I've missed him for 7 years. The more I'm seeing him like every week now, I'm realizing I'm realizing how much I actually did. You know, and I didn't talk about him a lot just because there wasn't a lot to talk about. It was his MMA career that really, sadly, didn't go anywhere. He had a couple seconds of fame with some losses, and that was about it, sadly. Um, the special leading up to the first big match was actually better than everything else. You know, it was interesting. You know, all the footage of him working out in Milwaukee and everything. But anyways, this, you know, that was another time, another place. But for what I've seen so far this year of Daniel Garcia, and it was in AAW where I first saw him. And I don't remember what match it was. It was something from earlier this year. Part of the comeback from AAW. And they'd bring him in a couple times and he'd have some really standout matches. And I'm like, man, this kid is something. All of a sudden, I start seeing him on AEW. And I was like, whoa. I'm like, somebody's talking to somebody about this kid if he's getting featured here. Good for him, though. Good for him. He is. And I've said it before. I'll say it again. It's guys like him. It's guys like MJF, Sammy Guevara, Darby Allin. All these guys are so talented, but they all bring something different. This Daniel Garcia, his grappling skills. If you want to watch some like legit grappling, you know, twisting, turning, I'm gonna make you into a pretzel and shove your head up your ass wrestling. Damn, that's this kid. And I don't know how long he's been doing this, but he is good beyond his years. And when they zoom in on his face, dude, he looks just like a young maniac, like an absolute psycho, like something straight out of the family of George the Animal Steel. Courtney says, I'll never get sick of him. I'm assuming you're talking about Punk, yeah. But Punk had a great match with him. And they told a good story. And they went what felt like 20 minutes, give or take a little. They gave this a really good amount of time. Good on Punk. I mean, yeah, Punk beat him. But you can't hate on Punk for giving this kid as much of that ring time as they did. That's good. I mean, they didn't stick him out there and like shove him in the corner, body slam, suplex, go to sleep 1, 2, 3 over in 30 seconds. They didn't do that. Punk could have done that. And that's not what we're getting. We're not getting clothesline, spear, done. We're not. We're getting these, I'll say 4-star, 5-star matches. They're good. They're back and forth. It's Punk teaching this younger Punk a lesson. Just a lot of fun. Charles says you can see Punk is starting to get his sea legs under him. Yeah, he really is. I mean, that match with Darby, I'm going to watch it again. I've watched it a couple times, but that one, it's, you could really nitpick it to death and look at it like, wow, Punk is a little rusty, but then you're like, wait a minute, or is he? Is he telling the story of, man, I haven't been in the ring in a long time and I have to make this look like I'm in this kind of shape for this audience. Are you going to be able to tell? With a guy as good as CM Punk? No, you're not. That's the thing. Bell's Boy here says at midnight, AEW GM Tony Khan's post Rampage tribute to the original ECW with Taz, Chris Jericho, Dean Malenko, Jerry Lynn, and CM Punk will be posted to AEW's official YouTube and Twitter. Oh, is that like, did they just put that up now? Because it's 11 o'clock my time. Is it? Oh, it is. It's premiering now. All right, you know what? I'm gonna do a live reaction of this while it's playing. All right, so I'm gonna rewind it a little bit here. So it's a few minutes here. So, all right, so Tony Khan came out. Thank you for telling me this, Bell's Boy. I had no clue this was happening because I really don't go on Twitter much anymore, except for promoting shit. It's Philadelphia, guys. He's calling Taz and Chris Jericho down to the ring. This is actually really cool. They're getting in the ring right now. There's Dean Malenko. Oh, man. How cool. Yeah. Dean Malenko. Philly giving him some love. Jerry Lynn. God, think about that for a minute. Love Jerry Lynn. Pause this just for a second. All right, so for those of you that don't know, I could take this down. This I didn't realize I was still up there. For those of you that don't know, over in the TNI Discord, I played ECW Heat. Was it Heat Wave? Did I write it down? It was Heat Wave 98. Man, what an amazing pay-per-view. I think it had everyone in this except for it didn't have everyone in the ring right now. About half the guys. But anyways, so I think that's what we're gonna do for the fans' choice for TNI. So I'm just letting you know because we were behind on some stuff the last couple months. We're really trying to stay on top of it now. We're trying to make it a little easier for us for the TNI patrons. Mark and I were talking, and we watched a lot of it today. We're going to be reviewing that soon, so keep an eye out for that. So, all right, back to this real quick. So they're coming down to the ring. How long is this? Oh, like just a couple more minutes. Taz is talking. South Philly. Oh, this is really cool. It's like a new generation of ECW fans. Oh, there's plenty of people that are chanting ECW, so they're old enough to know. Taz is going off. He goes, I don't give a shit what anyone says. Ooh. CM Punk looking a little CM Punk comes down and says, I feel extremely left out because I was the ECW champion. The crowd's laughing. Oh, that's cool. He says, I never would have been ECW champ if it wasn't for guys like Taz, Jericho, Dean Malenko, Jerry Lynn. It was funny. I hope CM Punk's all right, man. He's walking like he's a little banged up. But damn, that match was amazing. Or was he just like sneaking in? Maybe he wasn't limping. I hope. Chris Jericho telling stories. All right, I'm going to fast forward this a little bit. Who's next? Dean Malenko keeps it short. Thank you very much. He doesn't have a great voice anymore, so yeah, that's understandable. Sounds like John Laryngitis, only better. I would never say Dean Malenko's annoying. I would say John Laryngitis is annoying. Here's Jerry Lynn. It's about a minute left. Okay. Says you guys are the craziest MFers you ever seen. That's cool. I I love it when Tony gets all squeaky. That's hilarious. Oh, they hit Jericho's music. Why didn't they play like some ECW music? Whatever. Give that video a like. All right. Back to the shiznit. All right, so that was fun. That was fun. It was short but sweet. Bring in the ECW guys down to the ring in Philly. Very fitting. Very, very fitting. Yeah, that was funny. Let's see CM Punk going down there. I was ECW champ. Because people always shit on the WWE version of ECW. I enjoyed it for what it was worth at the time. And the reason why I did is because I never saw the original stuff. Like, I heard about stuff. I know who was there. Well, majority of the people. Because the majority of the people went some other place, And I'm just now, in my 40s, realizing how damn good. Like, I watched 98 Heat Wave earlier today. Jiminy Christmas. What an amazing show. And no content around it either. Just watching the matches. The matches are just sick. I mean, they give you a little background, but damn. All right. So Punk versus Daniel Garcia. Punk wins. I always compliment when they tell a good story in the ring. Daniel Garcia twisted up CM Punk like a pretzel. Just twisted his leg. That's why I thought maybe CM Punk kind of couldn't tell if he was sneaking into the ring or if he was limping into the ring. I was like, oh my God, is he all right? I'm sure he's okay. He wouldn't have run out there if he was well, I don't know. You never know. Punk is pretty tough. But anyways, he wins. He makes Daniel Garcia tap out with Anaconda Vice. So that's cool. So it's not all just go to sleep stuff. This one was real wrestling. This is great stuff. Backstage, Dante Martin with Leo Rush. Leo Rush is talking about doing stuff with Dante Martin, and then he's talking to Matt Sydal, and Matt Sydal sounds like he's not too positive on this whole Leo Rush thing being with Dante Martin. See, that's the thing. I can't tell if Leo Rush is going to be doing more mentoring or if he's actually wrestling with him. I can't tell. I guess we're going to have to just wait and see. Maybe he's saving the wrestling for other places. I don't know. Just gotta wait. So then Rush tells Matt Sydal that he's got a match with CM Punk next week. Lucky Matt Sydal. No, that seriously is awesome. I can't wait to see that. Now, that's another one. I'm pretty sure Matt Sydal. You know what? I don't know. Where did he come from? Did he come from, like, was he wrestling in Japan before WWE, or was he in ECW? I know he's been all over the world. That's this one thing I don't remember. Like, I remember him being young Evan Bourne, and I don't remember where he was before that. But then again, back then, in the early 2000s, I wasn't into indie stuff. I never had a clue where these people came from, what kind of developmental nothing. All I know is that he was really young. Bell's Boy here says you should see Living Dangerously 1998, especially the Bam Bam Bigelow Taz match for the ECW title I left the match in the Discord. I saw that. Thank you, Bell's boy. Appreciate that. Is that the one where they go through the match? Because the Heat 98 or Heat Wave 98, they went through the ramp. Go on they were in the middle of the ramp from between the stage and the ring. It took out just a huge portion of the ramp. Just wild, crazy stuff. That Bam Bam Bigelow, what a big crazy fucker, right? So yeah, Matt Sydal versus CM Punk. I can't wait to see that. I'm gonna have to look that up, see if they've wrestled each other before. I got a feeling they have, but I don't know. I could be wrong. I mean, if it's in early WWE, it doesn't count. You know, I'm talking about before that. Lucha Bros versus the Acclaimed for the tag titles. Man, I didn't realize the Acclaimed had won that many, and that they were not undefeated, but they were number one contenders. I guess they won a bunch of dark matches. But hey, that's how you get up the rankings, right? So it's what Britt Baker did, you know? She did a bunch of dark elevation matches, and all of a sudden, boom, number one contender. That's what happens. It's all right. You got to get them somewhere, right? That's what you do. I do love the Acclaimed. You know, I feel like, I mean, they get booed when they come out, but I feel like it's not go away heat. I'm sure some people are still frustrated with Caster's mouth, you know, but he's hopefully he's learned his lesson, and I'm sure he runs some of his rhymes by you know, TK first. So but they're great in the ring. This was a great match. This was a lot of fun. Lucha Brothers retain. We got Skye Blue making her Rampage debut. By the way, I think I heard that she is signed. I think she was offered a contract in Chicago, I believe. She takes on Jade Cargill. She puts in some offense, but this one was pretty much a squash. But like I said, I'm okay with that because I know what they're doing with Jade. They're building up Jade. And Jade still she just looks amazing. I mean, she looks like a total badass. You know, she looks like a star. She's whoever's all teaching her / training her between AEW or wherever she came before that, damn, it's working. It is. She's an absolute star. And smart Mark Sterling there. He's got to feel lucky, you know. I mean, he's a pretty good talker. But she's an absolute star. So yeah, Jade wins in a couple minutes, and she continues to beat down Skye Blue, and out comes Thunder Rosa for the rescue. Man, her entrance music, oh my god, like the ultimate death metal of death metal entrances, you know. So it's just like I don't know. It sounds like some Mexican death metal, like Sepultura or Soulfly or something. I don't know, but damn, it's freaking heavy as hell. It's crazy. Mr. Impact Wrestling, Front Row Bill. What is up, brother? # Team Twitch. Thanks for tuning in, bro. All right, what do we got next here? So yeah, Thunder Rosa to the rescue. She's swinging the chair, and damn, she gets a pop. She really got a pop here. Holy cow! The crowd loves themselves some Thunder Rosa. She is over. Totally. All right. Then we got, last but certainly not least here, we got the Philadelphia Street Fight for the FTW title, defended by Ricky Starks against Brian Cage, trying to retain it. Ricky Starks does retain it with the help of Hook and Hobbs. It's a fun match. I mean, not too much to talk about. This is, I'm hoping that they're gonna move on from this now, but at least they're giving the FTW title a little more attention. Like they're gonna treat it. I don't know if I don't even know if it's actually listed on the site as an actual defendable title. I don't know. I don't think it is yet. Taz might have to prompt somebody to do that. But I mean, they're having matches for it, so I don't know. But I still like both these guys. I like Brian Cage. I know some people. I mean, just if you want to like Brian Cage, ignore his social media. That's all I gotta say is ignore his social media, because the stuff between he and his wife, it's gaggingly wonderful. In our private chats, someone brought up something from a while back where Melissa Santos was saying something about his yummy penis, and I was just like, oh, dear God, no, just go away with that. Ooh. Put your kids to bed before they go on Twitter. Dear God. It's nasty. What are you doing? Keep it in the bedroom. All right. So that was the show. So yeah, Ricky Starks retains, wins with a spear, and like I said, he also got help from Hook and Hobbs. Hobbs looking like he's like straight out of 1992 with the graffiti on the overalls. I was waiting for him to come out to some BBD poison. Oh man. Kids, yeah, that's right, Bill. Kids show, that's right. Keep it PG. Whatever. All right, so yeah, fun episode of Rampage, and it was really cool that they did a Philly tribute at the end there and invited some OG ECW guys down. It's probably, God, when was the last time all those guys were in a ring together? Probably eons, right? Just hanging out, talking to a crowd. It's cool on Tony to do that. And as far as I know, Bill was there. And it was one of those shows where Bill had actually bought tickets like a couple of years prior. And then all this shit happened, and now they're finally starting to catch up to some of these places, you know, stuff on the East Coast and whatnot, down south, wherever, Midwest. So, yeah, they're slowly catching up. So, all right. Yeah, Bill says I was there. Yeah. I didn't see him front row, though. I didn't see him front row. He was also at the MLW show this past weekend. What a maniac! You know what? I heard a little birdie told I saw something on the Twitter box. Something about the main event. And one of my old favorites from MLW. I mean, I still like some people there. I just haven't watched the product. Bill was front row on the second level. All right. Well, there you go. He says, good show. They're getting used to the new taping format. All right. Yeah. It's I'm sure everyone is, you know. It's a work in progress getting back out there, you know, instead of just always going to a place. It's different when you got to set up at a different place all the time. So, you know, hopefully you've got a good crew there to get shit done, you know. All right, let's talk about some Impact Wrestling. We got tomorrow. Here we go. Clicking on the Knockouts, Knockdown. Let me just quick scroll down the page here, see if everything's here, because I know they just gave an update today. Yes, there it is. All right, let's start. And I know I did some of this last night on TNI, but I know not everybody watches either show, so you know, I'll do it here to talk about some of the ladies here, because some of them, you know, and some of them you don't, because some of these ladies are debuts. Bringing them in, I don't know how many they're going to sign. Hopefully, some of them. Oh, Bill says AEW taping Rampage in Newark took way too long. This was much smoother. Okay, so that's what you mean. They're getting used to this new taping format. There you go. Yeah. Well, I know they tape extra stuff, but it depends on how much they tape down south. And I haven't seen any of the down south stuff yet. The one that they're filming at the old Impact Zone. I'll have to watch some of that sometime. I just don't have time. Bill says, people not watching TNI, give me names. Settle down. All right, let's do a little share screen-a-rooney. See, this is a safe one. We got in trouble last night. Share screen. We don't need audio. The greatest women's division in professional wrestling takes over Impact Plus at Knockouts Knockdown. So yeah, you can get that on the Ultimate Insiders on YouTube or Impact Plus. I don't know where I'm going to watch mine, but it's on. When's it on? 7 my time, I believe. All right. So let's start here. We got the Knockouts tag titles on the line. Decay, Havoc, and Rosemary with Crazy Steve and Black Taurus. Oh, pardon me. Versus The Influence, Madison Rain and Tennille Dashwood with Caleb with a K. This one should be a lot of fun. I really feel like Madison Rain and Tennille Dashwood are really starting to click. They're starting to gel. It's some of Tennille's best work she's done. I mean, when she first came in, it's I think she was really struggling with her health. Honestly, I think that's what the problem was. And now that I'm, you know, it's a few years down the road, I'm starting to learn that there are a lot of other symptoms to what she had that would affect her in-ring work. And I just like, wow, I just had no clue. It wasn't just, I highly doubt it was just her being lazy. Because I remember her in the WWE and she was great. So, who's winning this? That's a tough one. No, I think Decay's retaining here. It should be a lot of fun. Caleb with a K. Then we got the knockouts, knockdown, the tournament. There's a big old cup here, so I guess they're winning a cup. Winner will receive a future Knockouts Championship match. Let's run down the list here. We've got Mercedes Martinez, recent free agent. The return of Lady Frost. Oh, we just saw her last night, but I didn't realize at the time that she was going to be another part of the tapings. The return of Renee Michelle. Chelsea Green. Hopefully a healthier Chelsea Green. Tasha Steelz. Jamie Senegal. Starting to learn more about her. Great to see that she's on here. Rachel Ellering. Brandy Loren. Man, just terrifying. One of the best parts of the Undead Army, of Su Young's army. Now, let's go over the matches here, because that's one thing we didn't get for at first. We got Tasha Steelz versus Jamie Senegal. Chelsea Green versus Renee Michelle. Lady Frost versus Rachel Ellering. Brandy Loren versus Mercedes Martinez. Now, you could sit here and look at these and be like, oh, these are all really predictable. I don't assume anything with these, honestly. I wouldn't assume anything. I'm not going to try to pick a winner out here. It's way too hard. The competition's pretty amazing in this. I'm just very excited to see one being done this year with so many new faces, fresh faces, some returning faces, So a lot of fun. This was announced today. I wanted to make sure that this was added here, make sure I didn't have to look all over the place. The Pick Your Poison match, where Mickie James had to pick the opponent for Deonna Purrazzo. She picked Masha Slamovich. Now, we've seen her in Impact before, but it's been a while. It's been a couple of years, give or take a little bit. She's starting to kind of make a name for herself in the indies. And I've been following her for a while. You just don't hear much about her. It depends on what cards she's doing, where she's performing, whatever. So we'll see how she does against Deonna Purrazzo. I mean, I have no doubt that this is going to be a good match. I don't think this is going to be a squash, because Masha's been around for a while. At least a few years. I really have no idea. I don't know that much about her, but I know the few times I've seen her in the ring, I've enjoyed it. So should be good. And then we got, all right, so then I don't know what's headlining. I'm guessing maybe this is the headliner. We'll see. This is dedicated to Daphne. It's in honor of Daphne. The Monsters Ball match. Savannah Evans versus Kimberly. Versus Alicia Edwards versus Jordan Grace. This should be a whole lot of fun and a whole lot of chaos. Just look at Alicia there. Jeez Louise. She's got Kendra wrapped in barbed wire. Would you expect anything less? It's pretty amazing if you ask me. And then to wrap up the preview here. We've got Mickie James as a color analyst. Veda Scott's going to be on the play-by-play. Great to see her. She's done stuff in Ring of Honor before. She's also wrestled for many years. She also did some play-by-play stuff in AEW, but I don't think they invited her back. It was just for some kind of women's tag, that tag thing they did a while back, right before the Impact brought back the Knockouts tag titles. And then last but certainly not least, we've got Melissa Santos will be the ring announcer for the night. So that'll be nice to see her back. Hopefully she'll behave herself. Hopefully she'll silence her phone and all that. And oh no, I'm thinking back to when she was on Twitch. I'm sorry. So I can't think of anything else. I know I saw a couple bits of news here and there, but I can't think of them off the top of my head. So you know what? I'm tired. It's been a long week. Tomorrow's going to be a long day. And I'll be doing stuff with the Knockouts Knockdown. I'm not sure who's all going to be involved and how much I'm actually going to be sitting here, if I'm doing a watch along with a few people or if I'm just going to do a review. Like I said, whatever gets done, it's going to be like last minute. We'll have to see. But there absolutely, like I said, there absolutely will be a review, so watch for that. And if you're too busy, then I just hope you all have a great weekend. We'll catch the Patreons on Sunday. And if you're not a Patreon for TNI, then we'll see it on the road probably Monday-ish or something. Something like that. So yeah, that's it. We're going to wrap this up. Wow, less than an hour. That's amazing. In and out, baby. We don't have one of those around here. Maybe I'll splurge and get a snack tonight. Who knows? All right. Take care, folks. Much love. Don't forget, on your way out, tip your bartender. No. Smash that like button. Smash that sub button. Ring that bell for notifications. Why? So that you know when more of my content hits your screen. Make sure you check out all the links in the description. Give the show a follow. Share the show around. And go check out some merch. There's stickers, hoodies, mugs, all sorts of goodies in the Spreadshirt shop. All right, we'll see you tomorrow night over in that other little podcast called Total Nonstop Impact Talk for Impact fans for Knockouts Knockdown 21. Should be an absolute blasty blast. We'll see you then, folks. Take care.